Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video we are going to paint this landscape. This is inspired by Indian flag because today is the Independence Day and I want to celebrate it creating this beautiful painting. So let's start with today's video. So for today's video I'm using this 300 GSM watercolor sheet. This is 30% cotton and this one is cold pressed. Now we can start with the painting. I have used masking tape because I'm going to use lots of water in today's video. So just use clean water to wetten the area thoroughly. Go back and forth multiple times to wet. I had little stain into my brush, so that's why I'm getting little color, but it is fine. So keep doing it and keep the area wetten enough so that it can spread the color easily. Now I am using Indian yellow color first and I am creating sky area. So first I have added this Indian yellow color and blend it nicely. We don't need very hard Indian yellow, and then above to it you can have orange color a little bit, and I am applying all these color only towards the upward direction, as you can see, and you can start blending the same color towards the downward direction. So blend it nicely, but we need color only towards the sky area. So you will see a nice gradient effect into this sheet. Now you can have little bit of Indian red color towards the upward direction, towards the tip. Now with the help of tissue paper you can start lifting little bit of color from the middle section, and you can also have a cloud kind of effect into the sky area. So while lifting these color, make sure you are trying to create some kind of cloudy effect into it. We can also remove the excess water around the masking tape that is accumulated. Now I need a dry sheet, so to expedite the process I'm using this hair dryer, and I will dry it quickly. You can keep it aside for some time to let it dry. Now our sky is ready. I am mixing ultramarine blue color and light green color together to make a blue shade only, but in a little different way. Now with this particular color you can start creating the mountain. Make sure you have little white area between the mountain and orange color that we have created, because today's painting is inspired by the Indian flag, so that is why I like to keep the green color, orange color and white color in between. So that's the only purpose, and then blend the color nicely throughout the area. Anyways, we are going to paint mountain here with the help of green color, so don't worry too much and just blend it with the help of clean water. We need this mountain area on the lighter side, so keep it on the lighter side only. Now before moving into the next step, you can try to lift a little bit of color to make it a little lighter. If you feel like your mountain is too dark, so you can definitely try lifting a little bit of color with the help of tissue paper. That's additional step that I am doing, otherwise it is also totally fine to keep it like this only. Now with the help of a hair dryer again, I'm trying to dry the area quickly, and then with the help of green color I am creating the mountain area. So these kind of things you can do by your own. You can have your own shape and size, totally up to you, but make sure the blue mountains are visible a little bit so that we can have distance mountains as well. Now fill the whole area with this particular green color and make sure you have a nice shape and little uh, zigzag or wavy pattern around the edge of these mountains. So keep doing it, and then we are going to move into the next step. And you can have multiple layers of mountains like this, but make sure before adding the next mountain layer, the previous mountain layer should have dried completely. So again I'm drying this area with the help of hair dryer. If you don't have it, you can keep it aside for some time to let it dry, and then we are going to create the final mountain that we have for today's video. So I'm using little bit of blue, little bit of yellow color to make it a little darker, and I'm creating a big mountain, but I'm also making sure the previous mountains are also visible. So likewise you can have multiple layers of mountains as well. So first fill the whole area with this particular color, and we are going to add multiple other colors to make it look like we have this particular mountain with full of trees and greenery. Now this area is pretty wet, so with the help of same green color I am creating some tiny elements around the edge of this particular mountain to make it look like we have small trees visible from the distance. So these tiny element is absolutely important, so add it in the previous mountains as well and in this mountain too. Now I'm using little bit of red color into my green, making it brown side, and I'm just tapping this color around the mountain area. Only few area you need to cover with this particular color, and likewise you can have different other colors because this area is already wet, so it will eventually spread a little bit and it will form a nice texture of different green color, forming multiple trees around this particular mountain, and we are seeing this from distance. So likewise you can have a little bushier structure around the mountain area. So first I have used brown color, now I am using dark blue color, and I'm just tapping this particular color around the mountain area like this, and you will eventually see it is gonna look like we have multiple trees around this particular mountain. So keep doing this particular step until you're satisfied. Now I'm almost done with today's video, adding few more darker color in between to finish, and then we are going to add birds, which is absolutely optional. If you like to have birds around your landscape, you can add it. So with the help of blue color I'm going to add multiple birds around this sky area. So birds are pretty basic, you simply need a wider V kind of shape, so add it as much as you want, but don't overdo it. Now that's all we needed for today's video. Now before removing the masking tape, make sure everything have dried completely. So again I am using hair dryer to dry my sheet quickly. Now you can remove the masking tape one by one, slowly and carefully. Make sure you're doing it very slowly and carefully. And that's all we needed for today's video. I hope this video is easy and simple to follow. Please do let me know if you have any feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video with one more simple tutorial.